Hey, it's Glory. This is all you get for PT on Wednesday. Next is Friday.
Well, I just got finished with my yoga class. I don't think I've shown you that one. I'll have to film that one coming up. But dang, that left SI joint, I tell you, fix one thing, something else happens. But bending forward is still super rough for me. So doing the sun salutations and bending forward to get into those, I had to be very, very gentle. But it kind of gets better as I get warmer, so I'm not sure really what's happening there. But at least things are better in general than they were before. But we're still working on some stuff. So that's my exercise for today. In addition to the PT this week, I will also be doing some walking this weekend. So we'll have to have a little walking adventure next. But things are coming along. I mean, I guess it's a slow process, which I should know because I've been through this before. And you might know as well if you have had any physical ailments or injuries as well. So we will just keep plugging along and make sure that we are as fit and fabulous as possible for all of our walking in the Disney parks. One more thing to note about class today, actually, is the physical therapist's office wants me to do kind of like a cobra press-ups to get some increased mobility in my lower back, which I'm not sure if that started causing the SI issues or if that's something that they did to help remedy it. I don't remember the order of things, but in general, I don't like doing that backward motion. Historically, for years, it feels much better for me to lean forward than to go backward. And the fact that leaning forward is not good now is sort of weird. So I've been hesitant to do the backwards motion because I just don't like the way that feels. But since they're asking me to do more of it in class today, we rarely do back bends, but there was a back bend option. And I can do back bends. They're not a problem for me to do, but what they do is they compress those SI joints, and I feel like I pay for it for weeks afterward. But since I'm already there, I thought that I would count that as my backward motion mobility and go into a back bend. So I just did it, for a couple reps. It wasn't too long, but I'm curious to see how I feel today after having done that. I guess we'll find out. Good morning, and what a beautiful day it is for a walk. Lovely time of year to get some walking in. Other times of year, not so much. Well, I am proud to report that my back bends from yesterday did not cause further issue with the SI. Very good news. And in fact, bending forward seems to be a little better today. So maybe I should keep doing those cobra press-ups and anything else that bends the back backward, like my physical therapist was suggesting. So that is great. I am stocked up and ready to go. Let me show you. This is what I wear when I go walking. Oh, lost you. There we go. I am a fanny pack kind of a person. I don't like the crossbody bags so much for long-term walking because they put pressure on my shoulders, and not only do I have issues with the hip, but it goes all the way up. So my body does not like that. So I enjoy the fanny packs. I can put the essentials in. And then unlike a backpack, I don't have to try and bring it around the front every time I want to access my phone or something. So I enjoy that. I actually got this one specifically because it has the little pocket in front just for the phone, and it's a little clear pouch so you can turn it with the screen facing out, and then you can use it. Actually, let me show you I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Well, it unvelcros, so you can flip it up to use it. I got that specifically for when we went to Element 11. It's the regional Burning Man up in this area. And that way I could have my phone to use for light or pictures, because I am a picture person, and still have it enclosed in the plastic for a little bit of protection from the dust, because those events are a dusty sort of a deal. So I enjoy using it to go out walking. This particular one has the 2 water bottle holders, which normally I don't use both of them for water. I use one of them to put my sunglasses in, because I have a little glasses case that I stick in the other pocket there. But since I've started not wearing sunglasses, and again, a lot of the things that I do come from the Andrew Huberman podcast, scientific podcasts on health and things. He's a neurologist at Stanford and does these great, really in-depth podcasts. And he was saying that, and other people too, that we need to have light in our eyes, and blocking it with sunglasses actually causes problems. Our body regulates a lot by the sun, and it helps with our sleep-wake cycles, melatonin production, cortisol regulation, I believe, all kinds of great stuff just by getting light in our eyes. I also heard, and again, I'm not a scientist, I don't know this for sure, but it makes sense, that getting sunlight in our eyes actually helps regulate our melatonin. Yeah, I think it's melatonin production in the skin to help with natural sunscreen. So I have stopped wearing sunglasses. Now, mind you, there are certain people that this is problematic, because there are certain eye conditions that are exacerbated by the sun. So if you are one of these people, do not follow this advice. Do what is right for you and your body. But I have regulated my eyes such that bright sunlight is tolerable by me. Of course, you don't look into the sun, right? But I wear the hats to help keep it out. And I always wear build hats, and not necessarily to keep the sun out of my eyes per se, but I have always been kind of a sunophobe because I know how damaging it can be to our skin. But I also realize that it is important to have sun on our skin for the reasons we talked about earlier. I mean, sunlight can be absorbed through the eyes because it's close to, I think, the pituitary, activates things in our brain through the optic nerve, but also through our skin, important. So there is a good balance there, but I try and keep it off of my face as much as possible, because our face ages faster. I think probably partially because it's in the sun more than the rest of us. Oh, hello. So I do always wear a ball cap for sun reasons, but it's good to have the sunlight in our eyes, on our body for a period of time. I do also wear a mineral, completely natural ingredient sunscreen. The chemical ones are not good for us, and they also can cause other sorts of damage, but good to protect ourselves from the sun in certain ways and recognize its benefits in others. So back to the what's it called, fanny pack. I'm not wearing it on my fanny, so hard to remember that. Remember the days where that's what we did? Yeah, I do. Let's go this way. So I've started using that other cup holder instead of for my sunglasses for another bottle of water, because if you recall in one of the previous videos, we talked about how we need to have a lot more water maybe than we realize when we are exerting ourselves through exercise or sweating or walking. And I did my body weight calculation to come up with the 4 ounces every 15 to 20 minutes when I'm sweating. So I think we've got 15, 30, 45, an hour. I think we got an hour's worth of water here. So that is my fanny pack experience. I don't need a whole lot of other stuff when I go walking except, you know, a key, a phone, and some water. I think this is interesting. This is my very own railroad berm, just like at Disneyland. That is literally railroad tracks up there. I don't ever really see a lot of trains on it, but I got me a berm. What I didn't realize is those railroad tracks actually end right here, so that might be why I haven't seen very many trains here before. Fancy an apple, my dear? They're sure to have no poison upon them. Oh my gosh, I love this. Somebody's growing pumpkins and the vines have come all the way out through their front flower bed. Isn't that beautiful? I just love what people do to their spaces. I found this very interesting road that's blocked off that used to carry traffic, it looks like. So it seems like a good place to walk that's off the street. Let's see what we got here. Wow, this was definitely somebody's canvas at one point. Hopefully them somebodies are gone by now. Wow, look at all this. Definitely had free reign down here. Well, we're nearing the end. I'd be curious to know what's down at the other end, but I gotta get back. I got things to do. Also, I remember I used to have a fanny pack like this with the water bottle holder on each side, and the water bottles press on my hip flexors and make them hurt. So now I have a hip pack. Seems to be working better. Let's head back. Got other things to do today, like finish editing my final Disneyfy Your Alexa show device. This is the 5th video in the series on Hey Disney, which is a skill that you can buy for your Alexa device that is Disney stories and Disney characters doing timers and alarms and greetings, and it's delightful. Anyway, I really am excited to get that done. Maybe I've mentioned, maybe I haven't, but I have been working on this series in my free time for over 4 months now. It's been a lot more work than I thought because it is a tech video. So there's screenshots of things on the website, your screen records of what to do with the app. There's videos of interacting with the Alexa. Oops, sorry if you have one, I just turned it on, apologies. Maybe mute that if you do. But I'm trying to get it to cooperate, you know, because technology is fickle sometimes. So it's been a very big learning curve for me because this is my first time doing that sort of a series that requires that kind of editing and learning how to use editing software and how to make a transition and how to normalize the loudness of things and, all that stuff. Anyway, I'm nearing the end of the editing process, and then there's the posting things to figure out the thumbnails and the titles and the descriptions. There's a whole science behind posting YouTube videos, especially long form YouTube videos. So I'm excited to keep working on that and get it finished and posted. I'm going to shoot for getting it posted before Amazon Prime big deal days. Right now it's the end of September, and they've announced that it's going to be kind of the first week in October. Oh, let's have a sit break. Yeah, feels good. First week in October. So seems like a good time to get that posted so people can watch those if they're thinking about getting a device on sale, if you will, for Prime Days. So that's the plan, Stan, for the day. But I am glad that I got to get out and have a lovely walk. Still have half of it to go because time to go all the way back. But it's a nice morning and it's a lovely day and I'm feeling good. Haven't really felt the need to sit until I just had to sit on this barrier to get over it. And it feels nice. It's kind of cool and it feels good. But I think the hip and the back are doing okay. Hopefully you've been doing some stuff for your body too, whether it's walking on the treadmill or just maybe standing and doing some squats or some mobility exercises are a really good thing for all of us to do. Whatever it is, do something that makes your body stronger and function better, even if it's not to go on a Disney trip, but just to manage your daily life. I'm gonna head back home, keep going with my video series. I'm not sure when this series is going to be released because I'm working on that one. So this may come out at a later timeline than that, but I will release it because I would like for you to have some company and encouragement on your physical preparation for Disneyland or whatever you do during your day. Thanks for joining me on Disney Adventure Hub, and I will see you next time.
Check the Ready to Walk Disneyland playlist for other episodes, or choose an in-park or at-home adventure.